My name is Orjanette. I'm actually the host of this event, and I hope you are having a fantastic time networking and meeting different people in the community. You probably met somebody. Did anybody in here meet somebody that they've never met? Yeah, good. Mission accomplished. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Maria is actually in the back right now. She's with the Observer, and they're doing a little article. So I said, well, let me come on out and let's get it started. What I'm going to do right now is I Know Now. Can somebody in here tell me what does I Know Now hashtag mean to them? That hashtag, I Know Now. Is it significant? Does it have a meaning? Oh, want to tell?
To me, to say hashtag I Know Now, have been informed about the life of Shirley Chisholm. Okay. So I've actually learned a lot during this whole awareness campaign. I was familiar with her, did know some things about her, but I learned some new things. So knowledge is power. So absolutely. I know now.
Absolutely. And thank you, Latoya, for that. Our community is on the radar now. People are seeing Palm Coast in a different way. Who is this little small community of Palm Coast? Who are these people who come together and celebrate a congresswoman who done some amazing things? So I Know Now is a campaign, and if you have not gone to www.shirleychisholm.life, I would like for you to go, and I want you to put I Know Now and put something that you've learned that was significant. And if you know her personally, please share that.
I forget, I'm sitting at my desk, and I see this lady walking bold, walking straight to him. I'm like, oh God, what did I do? And she says, I need you. And she says, you're Shirley Chisholm goddaughter. I'm like, who wants to know? And she says, I do. And she says, I want some from you. Why? And so when she went on to tell me about it, I was like, okay, what do you want out of this? You know, somebody always has to have an agenda. She says, no, I really want to do this. So I said, okay, let me pray about it. And I did. And here we are today. I had a speech, but I'm going to put it down because everybody actually touched all the points politically. Everybody knows her political life and her professional life is stellar. But what a lot of people don't know about her is that she truly was a fun-loving family woman. When I tell you she would keep me out of trouble with my parents thought she spoiled me. And anything I wanted, she would always give, but it always came with a price. And that price had to always have a form of education on it. So people think that it was just pomp and circumstances. No, you had to work at being her godchild. Believe me, you had to work. And also, a lot of people don't realize she loved to dance. I'm not a dancer. She loved to dance. And anybody here knows Mr. Ralph Dickinson, she loved to dance. Anytime. So you know she did. She loved to dance. Yeah, she definitely loved to dance. And the other thing about her is that she was so humble. I mean, truly, truly humble. Whenever we would be back at home, she would always go to fast food restaurants. People didn't see that side of her. And her favorite food was actually cheeseburger, french fries, and a strawberry shake from none other than the Golden Arches, McDonald's. That's what she loved up until the day that she passed away. She would always just want that. She was so simple. I'll never forget that she spoke at Woodrow Wilson High School's class of 1987's graduation. And when she spoke, I'm so used to hearing her speaking, so I would tune her out because, you would hear one after another. But she did something so phenomenal that just made me just sit up like, wow. And that was, she did the whole commencement exercise, and then she turned around because there were so many Hispanics there that she did it in Spanish. And then she saw the French families that were there, she did it in French. Wow. So that meant a lot to that school. It meant a lot to me to say, wow, she cared enough about those families that she did that. And that's a side people really don't get to see. I was just sharing when I came back with OJ, because she was like, when you're going to watch it, make sure you take a lot of pictures. I'm not taking any pictures. Take a lot of pictures. I'm not taking any pictures. She texted me, did you take? Okay, I'm going to take some pictures. But as we were sitting there, and all the recipients were receiving their awards, when President Obama got to her name, it was just like the whole room just erupted. Because it was like, wow, this is truly a long time coming. And I think at that moment that I truly realized you have no idea what you've had in your life for 48 years. You truly had a gold mine. And as I was trying to put on Facebook this morning, the pictures, family pictures that you snapped with everybody, my cousin and I, we were like, wow, we don't have any pictures of us with her. We have pictures with every other dignitary, but not her. And we realized that because we took her for granted, we didn't take that time to take pictures with her. And we're trying to like cut and paste, but it's not the same. But she has pictures with my children, with my niece's children, my brother's children. But it's just something to just be able to stand here. And as I'm looking, and Congresswoman Barbara Lee said to me, we did it. And I'm like, no, you did it. She's like, no, we did it. And it was just, I looked at President Barack Obama, who is a funny man. Believe me, the man is hilarious. He's the president, but he is hilarious. And I'm listening to him. And it was just like the way he spoke of her, it just made my heart so proud. So I know that moment right there will be the best moment that I will ever have, is when he stood up and he said, I'm proud to say that Shirley Chisholm had guts. And that her example of life speaks for itself. So I'm the first person to tell you, I'm truly a force to be reckoned with. I'm definitely my godmother's child. I probably get in more trouble than anybody because I believe that motto. If you believe in something and you have a passion for it, you have to stand strong and go for it. And I think each of you, Office Divvy, who she's never going to let me live it down. I feel like she's like
I'm
my
going to have Mr. Cadron Abbott come up. And he was the one who actually did and complete that proclamation, and he submitted it to our city council. Mr. Cadron Abbott.
So, who is Shirley Chisholm is a great question. And when you Google it, okay, you go to the first link, the second link, you'll find that she was the first black congresswoman and the first black woman to run for president of the United States. Okay? That is who Shirley Chisholm is if you look her up. But Shirley Chisholm didn't want to be necessarily known as the first black this and the first black that. Okay? Shirley Chisholm, and I quote, she says, "Not that I was the first black woman to be elected to Congress. Not that I was the first black woman to have made a bid for the President of the United States of America. I want history to remember me as a catalyst for change in America." And that is who Shirley Chisholm is. Shirley Chisholm has changed this community and this country and this world. She has empowered so many people to do the things that they do. She opened the door up for Barack Obama and for kids today and for anyone in the United States. And the best part about it is she retired right here in Palm Coast. Okay? A lot of people think that Palm Coast is just this boring old retirement town. There's nothing to do here, but Palm Coast is truly amazing. If you really look at it and really see what Palm Coast has to offer, it's a great place to live, work, and play. And, and Shirley Chisholm, it's an honor to have her be part of Palm Coast heritage. And that's all I have to say.
Well, let me start out by saying her mother sent her to be raised by her family in Barbados during the Depression in the 1930s. And that was one of the reasons for her going to Barbados. And if you know anything about Barbados, thank you, children. If you know anything about Barbados, they even to this day, believe it or not, have the best educational system in the world. People say, the world? Are you kidding? It's structured. It's structured after the British system of education. But still, you must respect one another as children. And you definitely must respect the teacher. And above all, you must respect your parents and older people and show respect. But Shirley grew up that way. And so when you see children, as Maria was saying, those kids, anytime she sees children, she just drop everything and deal with the young people. Because she said they are the future. And it didn't matter to her whether they were black or white or Asian or whatever the background is. But she did care about what happened to people of African descent because of the racism and the prejudices and the confusions that people have. Not realizing everybody has a little bit of African in them. And if you study anthropology, archaeology, history, you'll know that. Because they call Africans the third world, and that's not true. They were the first world. The first world. And I tell all young people, no matter who you are, no matter what your background, be who you are. And before I finish, you know that old hymn, that old phrase, don't let nobody turn you around. Keep your dignity. Your dignity is very important because there are people, when they see you succeeding, for whatever the reason, that negative spirit that's in the universe is ready to just go, boom, I got you. Ted, try this. Oh, do this. Come with me over here. And
Okay. What I know about Shirley Chisholm is she was the first African-American congresswoman, and to me, she was very strong and powerful for getting through what she got.
Anything else you can say about it? But those are two good words, strong and powerful.
She was very creative and positive about everything, and she didn't take anything negatively.
She was really strong, and she paved the way for women's rights and stuff like that, and she inspired many people today.
Thank you.